Welcome in to my. Oh, wait, how do I get my. Pull this separate. What does that do? Perfect. Perfect. What's up, peeps? I know people last night during the streams were askings about my big board and wanted to see my board and my rankings. And so I thought, you know what? I ain't doing nothing but watching these Rangers give the Blue Jays the business. So here we are. Send out this tweet. All right. Bam. Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Yeah. This is my big board. This is my rankety dankities, which I change a lot. But this is where we are so far. As you can tell, I'm actually not as far along as I have been in some previous years. Because I used to have cheater cut-ups, and it was easier to. Now it takes me longer to watch all these dudes, which I really don't appreciate. But Jeff, sprinkle paprika on your garden to keep the critters and rodents away. I may have to try that. I may. Jeff, we love you, man. You're awesome. Felt like you needed to hear that today. I am a little under the weather, but I've been having a pretty quality day. Thanks. You got 26 first rounders, Jeff. That seems high. No, that's because you don't know how to read my board, okay? Let me explain to you how I'm a cheater, okay? This is a cheater board, all right? First rounders are guys like here, Lawrence Fields, Wilson, Lance Jones, right? Chase Smith, those are first rounders because they start at the top. They start at the top and they go down. If there's gaps, it's because I'm cheating. Dickerson's not a 1. He's a 1-2. That's a cheater grade. Ojulari and Phillips, cheater grade. Parsons and Bolton, cheater grade. Newsom, Washington, cheater grade. Washington is really thrown off the symmetry. I'm wondering if I'm going to keep the Stones to keep a 1-2 on Washington forever. But for now I do. See, those are cheater grades. So I really have 1, 2, 3. That's a repeat because he's the same guy. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 of these are repeated here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 5 quarterbacks is 17. I have 17 first round grades. Can you guys see where my cursor is when I'm saying those things? Or do I need to? I don't know if you guys can see my cursor when I'm doing these. Braden Cox. Can we get a Jerry Jones impression in this video? Well, I'd imagine you can, and we can take a look at the board here, see what how many blue players. You know, we got 17 of them that's blue, and the blue is like that song. You remember that song? I'm blue, da da ba dee da ba da. That's a blue song, and so we got some player rankings here and see which ones we really like, and some of them we do and don't, but we did and we will and we tried. So yeah. All right. Who wants to tear up my board? Yeah, I see here's James Allen. Davis better than Bolton. See, but it's not fair for people to be like, Davis is better than where you have him ranked. I was the first guy to love Davis. I thought I was high on him, and now a week, 2 weeks later, everybody's like, oh no, Jamin Davis, first round. I'm like, no, I found him. I discovered this man. You don't get to steal away one of my guys just because people decided to pretend they love my guy better than I love my guy. No, you don't get to do that. That ain't right. What's your thoughts on Pat Fryermuth? I see you got him low third. Fryermuth is old school, man. I just like Brevin Jordan, who I have above him. He's a better athlete. Like, He's a dude that can make stuff happen after the catch. He's a better athlete. Uh, so Fryermuth is like a well-rounded dude. He can block and he ain't getting open on anybody in man coverage. He's just a dependable, reliable tight end sort of dude, you know? That's kind of how it is. You think Washington will be a better NFL player than Grant? Well, my board says so. That's me. Our Darius Washington, safety 1. I'm that idiot. Sometimes you gotta play your violin while the thing sinks. Would you split DT for 1 and 3 technique? They're not. Yeah. I mean, yes. Like I have them split up in my brain. I just didn't create a second column. Some years I do. This year, I did not. Can you really break down Javon Holland? Feels like little has been spoken of him, and Quinn was at Oregon Pro Day. Not to see Sewell, I would assume. I don't think I ever looked up Javon Holland's Pro Day numbers. I need to. Let me see if I can find those real quick, because my impressions from Javon Holland on tape was, and this is an Oregon safety, kind of plays slot for them, but people say free safety. So with Javon Holland, I thought he was a guy that was like smart player, ball skills, kind of a ball hawk. But I also thought he's lined up kind of in the slot for them, but I don't think he's athletic enough to play that in the NFL. And I don't think he's physical enough to play safety. So I kind of struggled with him. Let me see. If he had a good pro day, that would help him for me. Let me see. Javon Holland, 6005, 207, 446. Good jumps, good short shuttle. That's actually really helpful for me. See, and this is what can happen, guys, when the notes and the tape don't necessarily agree. Assuming that time is right, even if I add my .06, that's 452, and a good short shuttle, that's more athletic than I thought Holland might be. So he'll move up to at least there, where he's a real life 3rd round grade. And it makes me feel better that maybe he could actually play free safety. So look at there. Joe helping me out a little bit. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, Jeff, I am plugged in. The laptop is plugged in. Yes. We got to talk Parsons. Why do we have to talk Parsons? I'll gladly take JOK. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get through all your comments, guys. I'll be honest, don't see the Jamin Davis hype. That's a 3rd round guy. Well, he might be a 3rd round guy on tape, but he's also a 1st round guy in athleticism, so that translates to a 2nd round guy. I am a champion for the thinking man's football player. Hamza. Do you see the Cowboys moving down from 10? I wouldn't mind it, dude. I wouldn't mind moving down. You know me, I'm Captain Trade Down. I love a good trade down. Nothing makes me happier than a good trade down. Trading down is the stuff of champions. Else depends who's there, though. You lead me to Rashawn Slater, Penei Sewell, Kyle Pitts on the board. I ain't trading down. Are your rankings based on tape alone, or do you take into account off-the-field issues, character concerns, medicals? A little bit. Like Caleb Farley, I considered as medical. You can see on the rankings that I'm taking his medicals into consideration. Instead of being a 1st-round player and a top 3 corner, I am debating where to slot him with these 3 players, Melifonwu, Farley, Robinson. Those 3 are very close for me. So Horn and Surtain, and then Newsome, and then Joseph, Samuel Molden, Melifonwu, Farley. I'm sorry. I would really break it up into 3s. Horn, Surtain, and Newsome, Joseph, Samuel Molden, then Melifonwu, Farley, Robinson. And then Stokes and Adebo. I may need to put them closer together. That's what I got going on. Can we get 4 second-round picks, please? That'd be great. If you draft Milton Williams or move him to DN/edge, yeah, man, I'll take him. I'll take Milton Williams. All right, who am I missing here on the super chat? My supers. LG250. I give JJ and SJ a lot of criticism, but here in Dallas, you can draft Pitts and be aggressive without worrying if he's a bust and lose your job as GMs go through. Yes, that is a great thing about the Cowboys organization. They can do things that other teams might be scared to do. They don't necessarily do it. But they can do whatever they want because the GM ain't getting fired in Dallas, Texas. Ain't happening. Jeff, why have QB not on your big board but no running backs? I just haven't watched running backs yet because I don't care because running back doesn't matter. They're all the same. I've seen a lot of them play live, and I will. I'll watch the top 10 or so in the next week. For this team, it doesn't matter, so I wasn't in a hurry to get to running backs. What's up with Davion Nixon? Seen his grades all over the place? I don't know. I didn't like his tape, so he's on my board. You just have to scroll down to the 5th round. So that's a thing. Does Quinn have it in him to take a series of guys like JOK and your boy Washington and play them all as weapons? I hope so. Get the football players, man. Get the good football players, man. Where's my super chats? Lawson Floyd. Jeff, love you, man. What is your best scenario at 10? Kyle Pitts! Or Rashawn Slater or Penei Sewell. I'm fine with Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn, and I am really good with trade downs. I could settle for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Notre Dame linebacker / safety. I'll settle for that. I can't do an edge. I can't do a D tackle. If you wanted to get wild and give me Jalen Waddle or Jamar Chase and pick me a receiver, okay. So, a lot of things you could do. Notorious Cowboy. Hey, Jeff. Do you think Cowboys taking Pitts at 10 if available and then trading back in the first to take cornerback is realistic? Sure. I think so. Oh, no. A charger came out. Hold on. Get in there. It'll die quick if I'm streaming when the charger comes out. Yeah, if you got Pitts at 10 and you could figure out a way to come back up into the end of 1 if Greg Newsome was still hanging around, or, I mean, you might just hang tight, really, because look at my rankings, right? If Horn, Surtain, and Newsome go in the top 15, 16, and I'm sitting there going, all right, let's see what happens with Kelvin Joseph, Samuel, Elijah Molden, Melifonwu, Farley, Robinson, because I'll take any of those at 44. Stokes, I guess I'd be okay at 44, but the way that I'm thinking and talking, I may need to move him to the top of the 3rd. Home run Blue Jays. Screw you, Biggio! Get it together, Matt Bush. So, yeah, you could, but I might just see how corner plays out first. Address the run defense in this mock draft. I'm not doing a mock. This is my big board, big country. But if you want to know the guys who can address your run defense that are on this board, you are going to want to look at Marvin Wilson can help. Alim McNeil can help. Marlon Tuipulotu can help. Tommy Togiai can help. Tyler Shelvin can help. Bobby Brown, if he reaches his potential, could help. And Lil Odigizua, 280 pounds, but he is a monster. Wait, Nixon is there. He's in the 4th. Sorry, it's Twyman that I hate that some people like. Yeah, so that's that. Let me get back to my chats. Here's half a beer from the Taco Man. What a beast. Could you share the link to your board with us? Would be really helpful come draft night. Yeah, I'll share it at some point. Oh, that was Bichette. That wasn't Biggio. You're right. Would you draft Leatherwood at 44? Pete's always in the mix. Yes, I would take Alex Leatherwood at 44, and I think he could play left tackle or left guard. So I would. Tonga I haven't seen yet, Paul. So I'm gonna watch Tonga tonight. Who else was I gonna watch tonight? I have guys to watch. I gotta get through these receivers, which I can do receivers quick. I can figure out a receiver pretty quick. Sounds cocky? Don't care. I can get a feel for who a receiver is pretty darn quick. I have not, Joe. That's Tonga. That's who Paul was talking about. I haven't seen him yet. Boss Man Fat at 44 all day. All day. But that's, oh, you guys can't see strong safety. Yeah, here's the strong safeties. JOK, Divine Diablo, Hamza Nasruddin, Tyler Gillespie, Caden Stearns, and James Wiggins, Hufanga, Paris Ford. You'll notice that there's no number over there because he's not on my board. I just want you to know that I've seen him. I just wouldn't draft him. I surely wouldn't. What about Buddy Johnson? I haven't seen Buddy Johnson yet. Jeff, you really think it's possible for Pitts to be there at 10? Yes, I do. I'm going to say unlikely, but it's certainly possible. Here, we can get him there. Watch. Lawrence goes 1. Wilson goes 2. Mac Jones goes 3, which I still don't buy that crap. Atlanta sells pick number 4. Let's say New England comes up and takes Trey Lance. 5 is Cincinnati. They take Jamar Chase. 6 is Miami. 6 is Miami. They take Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith. 7, Carolina's 8. Detroit is 7. They take Penei Sewell. Or did I already give Sewell away? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've not gone Sewell. I went Chase, Waddle, or Smith. Lions go Sewell. Carolina goes Rashawn Slater at 8. Patrick Surtain goes 9 to Denver. Kyle Pitts is there at 10. So, yeah, I could see it happening. I wouldn't bet on it, but I could totally see it happening. I haven't watched Nico Collins yet. How did Fields drop so much? I have no idea. Justin Fields is going to be a good NFL player. I have no idea. If he really is the 5th quarterback off the board, I think there's a lot of stupid NFL teams. That's what I think happens. Get a new dog and name him Pitts. That's the only way. I'll do it. Linebacker out of Purdue. I've not seen Derek Barnes. You're going to make me type in names here to watch over the next couple of days. I don't go to work till like 5 tomorrow. I got time tomorrow. I do need to do Nico Collins. I got some guys I got to watch. You had Fields outside the top 10 in that. Yeah, but I was just drawing up a scenario to get Pitts to 10. You could put Fields at 9 there. I don't think he would go 8 anymore. You could put him at 7. Either way, it doesn't affect that Kyle Pitts could make it. You ever feel like it's just time to line up and draft? Because I'm there. Jeremy Sessions, thank you for the super chat. And yeah, kind of. Yeah. Because I just jump on and do a live, and I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over again, but I don't know. I just try to respond to people. I just try to be nice. Who's the pizza party guy? Our Darius Washington. You know this. You know this. It's our Darius Washington. Justin Fields is a beast. I don't care. And I don't know if Mac Jones rose at all. I think it's just all these reports from insiders that think that that's what Kyle Shanahan's going to do. If Mac Jones doesn't go number 3 overall, he's going to be the 5th quarterback drafted. He should be. And he's good. Like, you can see I have him as a first-round guy. It sounds like I hate him because I'm just confused why so many people are pretending he's better than Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a monster. How would you play JOK if the Cowboys drafted him? Okay, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's a linebacker from Notre Dame, although he kind of lined up in the slot. Andy played linebacker. He did all sorts of things. If he came here, I don't care what you call him. He'd be the best strong safety on your roster. Assuming you got enough beef in the middle, he'd be the best linebacker on your roster, getting sideline to sideline. Dude hits like a Mack truck, runs like the wind, and can cover. I'll find a spot for him. Whether you want to call him the strong safety or the weak side linebacker or whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Andrew Vanderpool, thank you for the super chat. With the Darnold trade, what's the possibility of Surtain at 10? The possibility of Surtain at 10 is, I'd call it a coin flip, because I think now Carolina's in play potentially for Surtain at 8. I think Denver is potentially in play at 9. So I could see it, but I could see if Pitts makes it to 8, Carolina goes that way. I could see him pick an offensive line. Denver is a threat to take a corner, but I think Denver's pick is for sale also. That could be a spot where somebody comes up for a different position. So call it a coin flip. Is anyone actually truly evaluating Trevor Lawrence? Is it a waste of anyone's time? I evaluated him. I mean, I'm torn between him and Fields. I think Fields is more accurate. I think Lawrence is further along in terms of ripping through his reads. I think they're both really good outside of structure. They're both really good runners. Lawrence just makes some really magical plays, but he's also the guy that's running all these RPOs, so a lot of his stuff is super simplified. It's tough. This is a tough quarterback class to put in order. Jeff, thoughts on KJ Wright to Dallas? I don't believe KJ Wright's going to be a Dallas Cowboy. I believe he wants to be, but I don't believe he's going to be. Why is Rousseau so low? Man, I've done way too many videos talking about Gregory Rousseau at Miami. I think his tape isn't very good. His athletic testing wasn't very good. Gregory Rousseau is a guy that's tall and has long arms. That's his scouting report. I don't know why people are pretending that he's an awesome prospect. I have no idea. If Pitts is there at 10, what's an offer that you'd take to trade down? I like 15 and 46 from New England, but only if I feel confident that at 15 I could still get like J.C. Horn. I don't want to drop out of my top tier of players. Texas hikes. I like to hike. Hold on, what we got here? Joel Beltrami. Jeff, this defense only has to be league average for the boys to be cooking. Can't be that hard. Corner, interior D-line, maybe linebacker and safety. Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. You're banking on a lot of that just being because of coaching. Because last year this defense was freaking lost. It was embarrassing. Like they were worse than the sum of their what? Like their individual players aren't all bad players. Xavier Woods was a quality starter for 3 years before last year. Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith both played well in 2018, and they both looked terrible. Jordan Lewis probably had his worst year last year. Like everybody. And it was just weird. They were all lost. Cornerback, interior D-line, maybe linebacker and safety. Yeah. So let's see. Different way to do that. How about Horn at 10? Richie Grant at 44. Can I get Baron Browning to 75? Or Jabril Cox to 75? And at 99, any one of Tuipulotu, Togai, and Shelvin? Get you a nose tackle? Yeah, you can do some damage here. You can do it. Tyler, I would not forget about Tevin Jenkins in your tackle rankings. You got Darisaw, you got Elijah Vera Tucker, and you got Tevin Jenkins. I think you got to consider all of those. Wait, how did my thing get switched over to the YouTube streamy stream instead of my boardy board? Bring back the board. Where'd the board go? What have I done? You guys don't need to see my metrics? What have I done? I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. It's clearly time to stop the stream. I don't know what I did. What did I do? I confuse myself. OBS probs. I don't know what I did in OBS though. You think Philly would jump us if Pitts falls? I should get rid of that crap because I don't know what happened. And then I'll put something else back in. This is called programming on the fly. Add window capture. Okay. Board. Down. Transition. Now when I pull up this, what happens? I think I'm good now. Oh man, life's hard, you know? Life is hard. Damar Hamlin and Joshua Bledsoe. Okay, Joshua Bledsoe. Bledsoe is Tyree Gillespie's running mate, isn't he? Missouri guy? Damar Hamlin. Doing our Darius Washington film breakdown. Yeah, here's your Darius Washington film breakdown. He's the best. He has the best instincts of safeties in this class. He's physical. He's a lockdown coverage guy. When he plays man in the slot, he can play free safety. He can play down safety. He's a monster. He misses some tackles because he's small, and a lot of times he plays big. Darius Washington's awesome. Has Amanda thought of cutting your hair while you sleep? Yes, I was in Florida over the weekend, and she actually asked how mad I would be if she did that. And I said, please don't. But I am going to cut it some. I'm going to keep the long hair, but I'm going to cut off some of the back there, but where I still have long hair. And I can still go man bun. Sertan and Horn are there at 10. Trade down to number 13, pick Horn, then trade back up and take Barmore. I don't want to trade back into 1 for Barmore. Like, I like his potential, but for a team that's really concerned about like their run defense, I don't know how much Barmore helps you as a rookie, considering at Alabama they didn't use him as a run player. They would use other guys and they'd bring him in on pass rushing downs. Yeah, go check our video. We did a Washington versus Merrick video. That's somewhere in my history. Yes, Joe DeMaio. Yes, Joe DeMaio. I'm glad you're doing well. I've taken your be cool to everyone. You don't know what they are going through mantra. It's a great mantra because you really don't. You have no idea what anybody's going through, so why not be cool to everybody? Maybe it'll make their day better. Panay or Slater? Well, if you look at my board, you can see that I have Rashawn Slater above Panay Sewell. So that answers your question. That is what the board is for. It is to answer your questions. All right, guys. Anything else? I'm about to watch the end of Kong Skull Island after the Rangers finish this game off, I hope. It's 7-4. We're going to the top of 9. All right. Well, then it's time for my world famous sign off, I believe. Oh, wait, here comes some stuff. What are your thoughts on Matt Rule taking Pitts over other options, given that tight end was a non-factor in the Panthers' passing game last year? Yeah, if Pitts makes it to 8, I could totally see the Panthers taking it. Totally. Totes. Put Diablo and Nasruldeen as linebackers on your board. I can play them there. I can play them at either spot. What are your thoughts on Adebo? I like Paulson Adebo. I would love to pick him in the 3rd round. I think he's a good scheme fit, too. He could play cover 3. Hamsah Nasruldeen in the 3rd round. Your new Cam Chancellor for the Dan Quinn defense? Sure. I'd take him in the 3rd round. I got no problems with that. Perfect world. Who are your first 4 picks? Perfect world. My first 4 picks. Rashawn Slater. Kelvin Joseph. are Darius Washington, Marlon Tuipulotu. Offensive tackle. I didn't get a linebacker, but that's okay. Offensive tackle, corner, safety, nose tackle. How about that? Guy you think falls further than they should, and guy you think gets drafted way too early. Well, if everybody's right about Justin Fields, he's going to fall way further than he should. So is our Darius Washington because he's small. So is Nick Bolton because he's small. Guy gets drafted too early is Gregory Rousseau. Is there a chance Newsome makes it to 44? I don't think so because I think Greg Newsome's going to be the third corner off the board. Maybe even the second. So no, I think you have a better chance of Caleb Farley making it to 44 if you're still interested in him. All right, I am going to go. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. Love that you guys give a crap about me laying here talking about the draft. What wide receiver can be like Beasley? Damn it. People keep asking me questions. Little guy. No, I was going to say Elijah Moore, but he's better than Beasley. Elijah Moore's going to be a stud. Jalen Darden? North Texas? Something like that? Should the Raiders go tackle? The Raiders go tackle in round 1 and safety in round 2, or the other way around as of now? Where do the Raiders pick? In the teens? I would go tackle because the Raiders need a right tackle. So you could take Tevin Jenkins in the first round and then whatever safety you like in the second round. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Mash the like button. Or Darius Washington's the pizza party guy. Mash the like button. It's mucho appreciated. Appreciate everybody who super chatted. Appreciate everybody who hung out. I do love you guys. And remember, you don't know what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I love you. Have a great night. Peace.